It is a celebration today here at the corner of Clark and Addison, as Cubs fans from all over the world, down to Mr. Cub himself, Ernie Banks, have traveled here to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the opening of Wrigley Field. The planned makeover of Kenmore Street aims to make the Lincoln Park campus seem more college-like, but DePaul students aren't happy about potentially losing free parking spaces. To say it's cold in Chicago right now is an understatement. I don't know if you can see behind me, but the clock says it's only 7 degrees. I've looked at my phone, and it's currently only 3 degrees. Beyond these doors, Chicago aldermen have already voted to ban plastic bags in large stores by the year 2015. Today, they will vote on many more issues, including regulating rideshare companies and extending liquor sales on Sundays. Many people in Chicago consider Portillo's to be an icon in food and restaurants. However, after 50 years, the owners are now thinking about selling the chain in order to cash in on its success.
The first thing they just see to solve things is with violence.
In West Garfield Park, crime is a part of life. Of the 76 murders that have occurred in Chicago through April, 6 of them happened here.
Now it's just kind of like desolate.
Marcus Williams is a longtime resident of the neighborhood.
So usually this corner here be full of young men cursing, selling drugs.
It seems to be a common story by this time. X amount of people shot in the South or West Side neighborhood. However, there is a deeper cause behind all of the gun violence. Williams says that the neighborhood itself, with the shut down factories and vacant lots, has an effect on the community.
It's no development here. There's nothing coming in. All the money leaves into the community.
And that lack of development is seen around West Garfield Park schools.
The school's on one side, and every house is boarded up on the other side, except for maybe 4.
Williams believes that the state of the neighborhood has a profound effect on the residents' self-worth.
You don't have the economic base in the community anymore. So what other hope is there for a person?
And with no hope, many turn to crime or drug use.
People addicted to crack cocaine moved up in there like it was their house.
Williams knows there's no easy solution to stopping the crime in West Garfield Park, but he does know of a place to start.
But we have to start somewhere. And education is one of the key points.
And with better education, perhaps can come less crime. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Taj Simmons.
Your goal shouldn't be to buy players. Your goal should be to buy runs.
Moneyball. For some, it means the 2011 Brad Pitt film. For others, it's a baseball revolution. The concept revolves around sabermetrics, a way of using formulas and statistics to build a winning baseball team.
The Red Sox are world champions.
Sabermetrics is a big part of baseball business for the Cubs, White Sox, and every team in between. But there's one DePaul professor who sees one statistic as being just a little bit overrated. His name is Daniel Dealey, and he's a professor of finance. He became interested in Moneyball because of the math involved.
In baseball, you have a really nice environment because there's so much statistical analysis, so many measures of an individual's performance.
And through a study he conducted earlier this year, he found on-base percentage, a big part of the Moneyball formula that measures walks and batting average, to be overvalued.
When you get a walk, unless the bases are loaded, all right, I mean, you certainly have, it's a positive outcome, but you still have 270 feet to go.
And Dealey says there's more value in slugging percentage, which measures a hitter's power.
If you're just doing it purely by walks, you got to string together 4 walks in order to get somebody across the plate. That's not the case with power.
That's not to say that both on-base percentage and slugging percentage aren't important. Of the past 5 World Series champions, all have ranked in the top 10 in both categories, with the 2009 Yankees, the 2011 Cardinals, and this year's Red Sox coming first in both.
Gillespie.
So how can the Cubs or White Sox get to the World Series?
If you asked me what's the quickest way to enhance a team's run production, I'm going to do it through power.
So can Dealey's strategy bring a championship to Chicago? Apparently Moneyball is not the answer. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Taj Simmons. When Lee Hirsch filmed his documentary, Bully, and established the Bully Project, he saw the effects of bullying up close.
I think what really shocked me was just how absolutely pervasive it is.
According to StopBullying.gov, 28% of students in grades 6 through 12 reported being bullied, including some students at DePaul.
I'm 21 years old and I feel still like I'm bullied or I'm rejected or I'm outcasted.
Michelle Lovato says she was bullied from 4th grade through high school because of her weight, race, and gender.
Any little thing that a person could feed off of you as a weakness, and I was very insecure during those times, so I had what I could perceive as a lot of visible weaknesses.
Lovato is now a student teacher at Prescott Elementary in Chicago, partly because of how her teachers helped her when she was bullied.
I was so isolated from students at certain points in my life that I got along with teachers.
And for Lovato, her experiences with bullying made her more willing to reach out to students.
The solace I found in teachers inspired me to want to be a teacher, to have those conversations and to recognize those students.
So what should people do if they're being bullied? For Hirsch, the answer is to find a friend.
Keep seeking out that ally, that person, that adult that's going to be willing to stand with you.
For Good Day DePaul, I'm Taj Simmons.